So Dan O'Connor is on pole for this one with Simon Baldwin alongside him, with Andy Coombs in the yellow 36 and Joshua Jackson in fourth. William Phillips, Alex Roberts, Simon Woods and Sam Smith, who have been glued together, and then a couple of Evanses, Chris and John Coburn. It's going to be an interesting race, this. Dan O'Connor on the front row will be desperate to try and get a good start away here, but it's so close in these MX-5 races. Let's hope that Josh Van Hook can get a better race in this one, as we see the revs slowly starting to rise now, and it's all about O'Connor in that orange car on the left. Can he get a good jump down towards the first corner here and keep it absolutely flat stick through that corner, and away they go. It's a good start. He's actually made a bog down a little bit. It looks like Baldwin has the better start on the blue car with the white stripes, but no, it's O'Connor who holds his line, and Coombs goes up the inside in the yellow 36 on the apron and almost down onto the retaining grass here, and he's getting squeezed again as Baldwin has none of it, as O'Connor holds the position in towards the first corner, the Dean Hairpin, but no, up the inside goes Simon Baldwin. An extremely forceful manoeuvre there on Dan Connor. Dan Connor getting shown no mercy as Coombs doesn't force him off the track but doesn't give him much in the way of room, and that's really hurt O'Connor as he come out of the Dean Hairpin, and he's dropping positions left, right and centre as we see them going through there. And a bit unfortunate. Yeah, we're under screeching in the background. There's tyre noise and it's Greeny, and the yellow car goes off there. Bit unfortunate for John Greeny there, number 66. Bit of a spin and front end damage, front corner damage there, so obviously a little bit of contact with another MX-5 out there. Well, it didn't take too long for it to kick off, did it? It didn't take long at all, as Alex Roberts goes round further down as well. Somebody else jumps out of it mid-pack there. Number 77 getting right across the track. That was JCE, John Coburn Evans there, and he's very, very lucky not to be collected by the rest of the field as they all take evasive action. And the rest of them are now going through Gracelands in towards the Tarzan Hairpin. But at the front is Simon Baldwin. Simon Baldwin has made the leap to the front. An unfortunate pole sitter, Dan O'Connor, all the way down now in fourth position, and he will not be happy with that at all. Showing absolutely no respect from these guys early on at the start. But it's MX-5 racing, it's always going to be close, and Baldwin leads as they come out of the chicane for the first time of asking, with Andy Coombs absolutely right on the back bumper of that car, the yellow 36 car. He is possibly just in the right area to start picking up a toe, and he might get a good slipstream as they come through the first corner here and head towards the Dean Hairpin for the first time of asking. We'll keep our eyes firmly on that battle as they go round there, and you could hear the little cars absolutely flat stick as they come towards Dean Hairpin. But no, Baldwin holds it. He is far enough in the lead, doesn't need to worry about defending, and try as Coombs may to catch up on the brakes, it is not to be. So we dive back into the pack and we pick up with 74, and we also pick up with Matteo. So that's Sam Gendy and our good friend Matteo, who has been in all sorts of wars. But he's all action. That lime green car brings plenty of action, and we do love it. As we pick back up for the battle for third place. This is the last step on the podium. This is a hard-fought podium spot, and look, O'Connor's on the inside now, and I think this time it looks like he might have enough space and speed. No, he doesn't. You can see that, or has he now? Yes, he has a good overlap. Is he brave enough on the brakes? Is Dan O'Connor brave enough? Is he going to have a little look over? Yes, little look to the inside. Has he got him? He's ever so gentle turning in, because Coombs comes back through. And you've got to take your hat off to Andy Coombs. The guy is driving an absolute stormer here. He doesn't have the out-and-out pace. We're seeing that just now on the actual computer screens in front of us, that Coombs doesn't have the lap pace. He's a little bit slower than O'Connor, and he's a little bit slower than Jackson pulling away from him. But here, this time, O'Connor's going to have a shot going in towards the first corner. But Coombs, again, just puts that MX-5 in the right place. Is he going to let the car go high or low? Coombs keeps it tight to the inside, already defending for the Dean Hairpin. He looks like he's in the plumb position. O'Connor tries to go round the outside, and this will just be... Oh, Coombs goes a little bit too hot now. He's mid-corner. Mid-corner, side by side again, though. Coombs on the better, more preferred side as they come up towards the next corner on the inside, and he is just not going to give this position up without a fight. He's going to run Dan O'Connor out towards the edge of the track. And a gentleman, Andy Coombs, says he gives him just a little enough space here. Any other racing driver would have had O'Connor over that curb and into the gravel trap, giving him no room. But Andy Coombs is driving a good one here. He's just got that MX-5 in all the places where Dan O'Connor is faster and able to get up with him. That little yellow MX-5, it's one of the widest things on the track right now. And let's hope the red mist doesn't start coming down in front of Dan O'Connor's eyes. Otherwise it's about to get pretty lively. Through Gracelands they come. Gentle turn into the corner. You can't jerk the steering wheel. It's such a fast corner. If you do, you'll upset the balance of the car, but running right towards it, towards the edge of the track, in towards the Tarzan hairpin. And this is where O'Connor seems to be possibly a little bit stronger. They run through and out of there as we've already left those two guys on. We're back up with our leader, who's nice and steady. Good apexes through there. Second place man Joshua Jackson now into view over the first curb, over the second curb. And it's been a lonely race for Baldwin, and apart from getting past a couple of cars to get second spot on the podium just now for Joshua Jackson, it's been a pretty lonely race for him as well, as they both come underneath the flag gantry on the main straight at the Rockingham Oval here, the super speedway. And through the first corner they go. Such a thrill to go through here in a car, get right down tight to the apron, and you can hear that little MX-5 absolutely flat out through there. Back up towards outside retaining wall. And yes, John Evans has now decided to come into the pit lane, and he comes in at warp speed. Now let's see, has he got a mechanic in the pit lane? Don't get done for speeding, John. Keep a nice steady pace down there, pal. Is there somebody to rip the bumper off? Yep, stop here, John, watch this. Teamwork at its best as we flick back towards the battle for third place, but I'm pretty sure they will remove that bumper and get JCE back out onto the circuit. So Coombs still defending very hard, not giving this third place in the podium up. The last step on the podium, not giving up without a fight as they go through the piff-paff area of the track there. I thought just for a minute there, I did hesitate. I thought O'Connor was going to go for a look up the inside, but it wasn't to be. Running out of time, running out of laps. Dan O'Connor is going to have to do something very quickly, or Andy Coombs is going to hold on to this spot, and it's going to be an extremely well-deserved podium, one would say, for Andy Coombs, as up towards the Tarzan here. But this is where O'Connor seems stronger. Coombs leaves a very late turn, and O'Connor needs to dive towards the inside roundabout now. He dives to the inside, he does. But Coombs is strong. He gets on the gas, runs out on the high line, and just doesn't let O'Connor get through. A good gear change from O'Connor there. He's back towards the outside. Coombs defends the inside line. There's no way for O'Connor to get through. Coombs is driving one of the canniest races we have seen. Gets an apex here. He's just slow enough where he needs to be. But this is where, if anything, O'Connor is a little bit stronger. Having said that, this time Andy Coombs gets good exit speed there. Runs up towards the outside retaining wall. And if he can hold O'Connor every time towards the line, he's going to keep that position. As we dive back into the pack and pick up with our good friend number 35, Matteo. And he's still locked in a battle with Sam Gendy in the white car as we come through the Tarzan hairpin. Oh, and just a little bit wide there, Matteo. You've got to stay at least 2 wheels at all time inside the white lines on the circuit. And that will get you a bit of a slap on the wrist if you're using too much of that, as Baldwin flicks through. We pick up with Jackson. In fact, we go on board with Dan O'Connor now. And Dan O'Connor is going to start to... Oh, he's having a look as they come in towards the tight right, and he's through. It's a good move. Now, can Coombs retaliate? He needs to get back straight away if he's going to. O'Connor tries to squeeze him, but it's not to be. Good move by Coombs. If you're going to get past, you have to repass straight away. And can he hold it through the piff-paff section? Yes, he can. Dan O'Connor will be absolutely livid in this car. Good clean overtaking with these guys. Now, can O'Connor have another lunge as they come in towards the infield section of the Rockingham circuit? No, he can't. Andy Coombs, well done. He runs a little bit wide there. Has he had to get out the throttle? Is he going to have to defend as they come towards Gracelands? That could be where the position change is going to happen. But meanwhile, back at the front, it's this man who turns through the Tarzan hairpin. Number 48, Simon Baldwin. Making this one look pretty easy at the front, guys. You're going to have to agree with that. But we go back into the action-packed. Coombs defends it to the Tarzan hairpin, and he gives absolutely no room to Dan O'Connor, just forcing him and showing him the edge of the circuit there. Good clean racing, but very hard racing for that last step on the podium as Simon Baldwin comes out. We don't want to see Simon right now, we want to see the O'Connor and Coombs battle. As out with the corner he comes, up towards the checkered flag, and it's Simon Baldwin who takes a well-deserved win. Second place is going to be Jackson, but it's going to be a drag towards the line, and O'Connor sideways. Coombs goes high. Now, has O'Connor got something in his sleeve here? Has he got a better gear change? He's alongside, and it's got to be Dan O'Connor who takes the third place and the last step on the rostrum, and he does it on the last lap of the last corner. Absolutely brilliant. He'd been planning that possibly all the way through the race, and he kept us hanging all the way through there. So what a good move by Dan O'Connor. A well-deserved third place in the podium, and you got to feel sorry for Andy Coombs. Well, as I catch my breath from that one, a fantastic race for Simon Baldwin, winning by 5.4 seconds, or 5 seconds from Joshua Jackson, O'Connor and Coombs together, with Alex Roberts, Sam Smith and James Atherton. Josh Van Hook finishes the race from Woods and Hughes in 10th.
Well, Dan, third position, that was an epic last lap fight there.
Yeah, it was good. You know, it's tough out there, but it's the same for everyone at the end of the day. It was good. It was good, tough, but I didn't think I'd get him, and I think there was a cheeky lift at the end there, but I'll take the third place. I'm happy with that.
Is it quite slippery out there, the surface then?
It is. It's slippy, but you know, we're on the same tyres. It's the same for all of us. So, but I've noticed, especially from yesterday, it's a bit, because the heat's come up, it's a bit more slippy, but especially at the front end, you know, through the mid corner. But I can't complain. The boys at Cam Racing and Top Oars have done a fantastic job on the car, and I'm chuffed with that. Third place. I'm happy with it.
Down in Parc Ferme, and I've found the winner, Simon. Not a bad drive, sir, really.
Yes, yeah, all went according to plan, so very happy with this afternoon. A few problems yesterday, so it's made up for it.
So in terms of a weekend, is this one that gets your season off to a good start?
Well, not really, no. The idea was to actually do a little bit better yesterday, but unfortunately race 1 in Group A turned into a spin which put me to the back, so hence why I'm in Group B race this afternoon. So, but I can't grumble, it's a win's a win, so all good.
So what lessons can you take from here going into Croft?
Well, yeah, I think our car setup wasn't very good yesterday as well, so I probably wouldn't have done very well in Group A, I think, after all. So we'll make sure we get it right when we go to Croft.
That's the right attitude. Enjoy the win while you got it.
Thank you, yes, I will.
3 races down, and there's only one more chance for someone to stand on this top step of the podium at the end of race 4. Stay tuned, it's coming up.